All right, let's look at the homework 3.2, problem number 5. All right, so we want to find the absolute extrema of this given function over the interval from 0 to 6. All right, so let's do that. All right, so first we need to find a critical number. So we have f prime of x is equal to, all right, derivative of x cubed is 3x squared. And the derivative of negative 27x is negative 27. Right? Then since 3 and the 27 is a multiple of 3, so I'm going to pull out the 3. So you have x squared. And the negative 27 divided by 3 is negative 9. Right? And we can factor this out because 9 is 3 squared. So it's a 3. We have x plus 3 times quantity x minus 3, right? So if you set this guy equal to 0, we have a critical number of the first kind. So x is going to be equal to plus or minus 3, right? Oops, sorry, plus or minus 3. All right, so we got the critical number. Then we want to find the absolute max and absolute min, right? And in this case, actually, we have two critical numbers, but one of them is actually outside the interval. So you can see that we can only look at this guy, right? So this was the first step, finding the critical number on the interval, right? And the second step is evaluate the function at the critical number and also endpoints. So you see that one of the endpoint is the left endpoint is 0, which is this guy. So we cover that. Right. Next number is a positive 3. That is one of the critical numbers. So you have f of 3. Right. And the last number is right endpoint, which is 6. So you have f of 6. Right. So we have that. Alright, so evaluate. First one is easy. If you plug in 0 for x, you get 0, obviously, here. Right, and if you plug in x equals 3, so you have, let's say, 3 squared 9 times 3, so it's 27. Oh, actually, sorry, I'm looking at the wrong one. Right, original function. Right, plugging 3 cubed is 27. Right, minus 27 times 3. So what's that? 27 times 3. So 3 times 7 is 21. And 3 times 2 is 6. So it's going to be 81. Right? So this is going to be equal to, let's see, 11. This is going to be negative. So 11 minus 7 would be 4. Right? Then 7 minus 2 is 5. So it's a 54. Right? So we got that. So negative 54. All right. So next one. Oh, I'm gonna hate this one. All right. So what's 6 cubed? I don't remember. 6 squared is 36. So 36, and I'm gonna multiply by 6. Right? So 6 times 6 is 36. And 3 times 6 is 18, so it's going to be 216. So 216 minus, all right, 27 times 6. So 27 times 6. All right, 6 times 7 is 42. 2 times 6 is 12, so it's going to be 162. So minus 162. Right, so this is going to be equal to 6 minus 2 is 4. That one's easy. All right, it's going to be 11 minus 6, so it's going to be 5. Right, and so 54. Right, so we got these values, and it's very easy to determine. Third step is, all right, which one is the absolute maximum. Right, so here, look for the largest number, 54. So this is going to be absolute maximum, right? And which occurs at x equals 6. and absolute minimum would be negative 54. So absolute minimum. Right? So let's type it in. Alright, so absolute maximum was 54, which occurs at 3, was it? I forgot what it was. Occurs at 3, sorry. Alright, so here. Alright, so maximum is at the 3, and the value is 54. And absolute minimum occurs at 6, and then value is negative 54. Alright, so let's check the answers. Alright, I came back. Actually, I typed this thing wrong. The max is at 6, comma 54. Sorry, I didn't type it right. So 6, comma 54 instead of 3, comma 54. And then minimum is at 3, comma negative 54. Alright, so let's check it again. Alright, it came back and looks like we got this one correctly. Alright, that's it. I hope that this was clear.